This is a Serpentis prisoner camp, Serpentis 8 of 10 in a Praxis. I'm currently on an alpha character. I have a single implant which gives me additional 30k HP per second more tank, which is not necessarily needed. And in comparison to Omega Fit, I'm using it slightly different. So my third rig over here is or was previously on Omega, a large rocket cache partition, or it's called partition. One, which gives me more range on the missiles. Here I don't have it. I went with 3 large core field Purgers ones, which are pretty cheap. And it gives me simply more HP. How much, you would ask? Well, significantly more, and by significantly I mean about 270k HP per second more tank, which is very significant. So without the third Purger rig on between Alpha and Omega, so on Omega, without the third rig, I would have 1350 HP per second, and here on Alpha, if I unplug the implant, but with a rig, the difference is 270 HP per second more. Therefore, I'm about 1.62, 1620, was it, I believe? Correct? Yeah, 1620 HP per second tank. With the implant, with the implant SM-702, this is a shield management implant, gives me about 2% more of shield amount, which compensating the missing 5% on the shield amount due skills between Alpha and Omega slightly, which bumps my total tank ability with current rig to 1650 HP per second. But it's only numbers, you would say, but the numbers do count here very well. Anyway, let's stop the drones. Probably should have dropped them earlier. And let's shoot the NPCs. Anyway, the fit is pretty much the same as the 7 of 10, except I switched, you need to add the Republic Fleet Berserkers. And you also need the Nova missiles, the Nova Fury, to kill the structure itself, because there is a resistance gap. Stop shooting my drones, please. For lecturing on my drones, I don't like it. So that's the issue with faction drones. If you send the heavy drones over to 20 kilometers, there is a chance for not coming back, especially still if the room is full. And although the faction drones move faster, about I believe 20% if I recall correctly, at the same time you're lacking skills due being an alpha. So it's kind of balancing itself slightly out. Although on Omega I would have better stats, significantly more shields and what's not. And compared to 2 drones, it's on Omega plus 50% on shield or tank for the drones itself. Just from base stat value. And there's a significant difference between Alpha and Omega 2. Anyway, let's anchor the mobile depot. I want to have more range because would take too long here to kill the drones, the NPCs. Would it actually? Let's go with additional one. I mean, every single pocket, every single room here will add more NPCs, and the last one will be pretty difficult to do usually. But I'm completely overtanked with the implant, so I should be fine. Actually, let me simulate in backgrounds on overheating the harness if I can. If I find my fit again, God. Here we go. Overheating. So, and I also need to set my character. What do I need? I need this. Let's get some mental here. C9P, that is okay. I know where it is. I don't care about that one right now. Let's get more amp for a second, and let's get more range. More range means if I reload for Kadai Scorch, I would be able to hit this NPCs pretty well. On the flip side, till I have reloaded pretty much, if I had good drone damage, I would be killing the battleships. But it doesn't really matter because these drones do alpha skills and distance in between. We're gonna move very slow, and therefore it makes 0 sense to go for drone damage amplifiers if there's not enough battleships on good anyway. Let's go like 1000 DPS if I can. Okay, we have a neutral. One is docked, the other one I don't know. Going to command drones just in case I need to leave them behind. Don't want to leave them behind. Very expensive, like 2.2 mil each on account market, and B, big spike. How far away? And neutrals here. They can be scanned down with combat drops, which I don't like, because they're like, hey, the guy is here. Let's bookmark this location. Do we know what he is in? I don't know. I don't want to find out.
Warp drive active.
Especially if he is clocking. Let's bounce. Okay, back on the gates. I hope it's gonna stay that way. Not a neutral. And that's like 52, like couple of jumps away. So should I slide in?
Warp drive active.
What could possibly go wrong, you know? I mean, the NPCs cannot tackle me, but I will need probably to refit. Okay, if they're going or around our staging constellation. Yeah, that's a lot of NPCs. Okay. What's my range? 56, 58. Hope I'm gonna reload fast enough. And I mean, destroys are not that difficult to do, to kill, but they're annoying. And if we're gonna start shooting under 30 kilometers, so this damage will ramp up very, very quick. Okay, I can refit. So the MWD to burn to the gates, I can fit it, strip it down. Get more shit extension, which gives me more recharge, and get from there on going on. Let's dip to DPS, get more tank. Now, I can please. Nope, I cannot. That's okay. I don't need range any longer. Let's remove this one, get even more tank. Okay, I'm confused. Why I'm not able to fit it one? I probably have issues with the CPU.
A module has run out of charges.
Here we go. That should be sufficient to tank this room. So the cruisers, oh, that is a battle cruiser. The battle cruisers coming closer, and I probably should switch with the rapid heavies on them, since every single one is like a half of a battleship, DPS wise. Meanwhile, the drone should be shooting the destroyers. Let's get away messages. Okay. Okay, no longer need the lights. I'm gonna shoot with the heavies next. I will need more range, please. And the script. Okay, blobs just dropped now. Noises.
A module has run out of charges.
So I need to pay attention what's coming in local, because easy to be dropped on. I mean, if I need to scan it down, but it's like 30 seconds or less, depending what the ship out we are in. With the skill sound, but usually it goes really fast. I don't want to be put in a position where I need to bail. Or rather bailed out. Okay, let's strip this one, let's strip this one, get CPU or something, get more of the CPU. Give me more DPS, please.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, looks like I'm currently holding to the tank. So this one should be sufficient. Next room will be slightly more difficult, but it will be also the second last one, and then I need to pay attention not to slide in a fourth room with half empty cap and barely no shelter whatsoever. I also forget to bring a sheet booster just to recharge faster. See how it goes. Okay. And then this one. Wait, why is my deep... Oh. Hey, I'm confused. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking on the target, which I should do because it was kind of confusing. And I'm also shooting on the wrong target too. Oh, that's embarrassing. I mean, I still need to reload, but it's kind of wasted a cycle. The best number 959. So, sorry. Okay, how far away am I from gate? Too far away. Let's slide for now, I guess. I should have slid a little bit earlier, so I would be in a vicinity, but I wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. No shadow Serpentis, so no commanders here on grid, which is bueno, I would say.
A module has run out of charges.
for drones. I also probably should fit reload for the Scorch Furies. Next one. So this one is a mistake. Let's go with this set. So next room should have a commander. Should the Serpentis battleship side commander. Anyway, my capacitor is barely moving because of the shit power relays. Need them removed and because of disturbing my recharge rate of the capacitor. I'm probably gonna skip refitting in current room because the tank should hold for the next one. At least till I would be able to refit. So I will drop the mobile depot just into entrance and see how it's going.
Warp drive active.
Okay, room number 3. Very distinctive room. It has towers and it's the second last one. So if you see those on current sides, you need to refit for the next one and be full of everything. Shields, tank ability, whatever. And let's go. Mobile depot first. I would like to dispose those 4 as soon as I can. Lights. Is there any better cruiser range? Nope. So that's a pity, because this is a cruiser, and I don't know, I'm not gonna kill it before I need to reload, so... And on a better ship it's gonna be kind of wasted. Same issue.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, we have 70% shields. Shields start to scream. Let's go for this one first. Okay, this is looking much better. Let's get rid of all the destroyers first, so I could switch for heavy drones, and we will try to kill the better cruisers.
A module has run out of charges.
Let's see how much DPS does damage does this Serpentis. I'm not seeing some big numbers here, so should be fine, I guess. Yeah, he's not doing that much. I'm gonna leave him alone for now. Even drones, that is. Let's start with fitting for more range and more tank. Although I'm more range, just need to start shooting this one. Wait, drones back on the target here, and I also would like to have more tank, please. Just to give me more tank. So usually we should go for the Serpentis for the commanders, because they like to shoot your drones. This looks good now. Check, is the rack full or is it empty? Where should I submit this name? I am completely blind. Well, this is kind of awkward. I haven't seen the rack.
A module has run out of charges.
I also didn't pay attention what position he was in, so yeah. RIP. Might be a tower, cannot tell. Anyway, oh, he's still alive. What? I was switching to the wrong one. Well, my mistake. Yeah, let's kill it one first and then switch to the Shadow Serpentis straight. Okay. Launchers are cycling and close to finishing. So now I could refit for. Should I refit for more DPS? I think so. Okay, very tight on CPU. So
A module has run out of charges.
slowly chain foot armor. Let's move closer to the outgate, to room number 4. Can tell whether my missiles are not applying. I think they're not applying because yeah, they're not applying. I was thinking why I'm not killing this one. Wrong missile type. Let's reload. So wasted precious shot amount. But he's gonna die in a second. Here we go. So from this point on, it should be fine. I was thinking, why the heck he's tanking him? Well, now. Let's see. Shadow Serpentis. The wreck has something inside. I have no idea what right now, so I'm gonna bookmark that one and come back when the site is done. Can't pay attention. There's a couple of neutrals, probably the blobs, part of the blobs in vicinity. Probably one of T3C, another one, I don't know what. So A9. So a cruiser and the second Y, probably two
The module
cruisers.
has run out of charges.
Looks like I'm catching. I may or may not should have went with two Vespa instead of Wasp. And if I would be doing the same damage, if I would be having the same better application, but at the same time I would be splitting the shield or HP of the drones, but the application would be better against more targets on two Vespas, and I would be having 5 drones in space instead of 4. But yeah. Apples to apples. It's not that significant, but it is not ideal in my case. But anyway, the heavy drones are for big targets, and
A module has run out of charges.
here we go, and the room is clear. So now I need to get in range first, and then I'm gonna start refitting, and let's shut down every single module. I don't need those. I need to go max tank. I need to recap myself because I'm gonna sit in the next room for a very long time. And by very long time, I don't know. So the damage itself of the main structure with the loot isn't that big. It's a constant pressure, but it's not a big pressure. But everything else on grid will be, well, more than annoying. Okay, looks like I'm in range. Let's start refitting. So, first things first, I'm gonna recharge on the shields as much as I can, as fast as I can. And then I'm gonna go with the capacitor, because that one is kind of stripped down everything in low slots, couple of power relays or flux cores, depending what you have, and that will get the job done. Anyway, next one will be very, very critical, because those NPCs gonna tackle. And by tackle, I mean the figure's gonna tackle. Everything else is not gonna tackle, but you will be webbed. And web is, well, how are we gonna put it? It's not a biggie. Good recharge rate on shields, but the capacitor is barely moving. Charge to the power relays. I probably should have went with flux coils too instead, like minimizing the time, because it would be have slightly less shield recharge, but at the same time it it would also have less shields, so recharge will be pretty much the same on the shields, just the amount to save will be less. And it would be draining my capacitor, so kind of 50-50, faster recharge rate on the shield, faster recharge rate on the capacitor, but it's only for when I'm out of combat. And we're very close to being full, so recharge, very awesome on that power lace. Anyway, let's strip those. And get a couple of the capacitor power lace. So my capacitor recharge will go up significantly. Like 90% I will be sliding in, since this gives me like 20 minutes of capacitor for running dry. Yeah, looks like those guys are moving farther away from me, which is good. So now it's the big question: do I want to shoot with the Scorch Furies or with the Caldari? The Caldari has less DPS, but the application is much better against smaller targets, and the range is better. But the armor is also more expensive because it needs to be imported. We're gonna go with the more expensive ones. Okay, looks like we are good on the recharge rates. And let's fit max tank. So I don't have any range for the missiles now. No, I should not. Instead, I have the max tank, and I will be need any single one of those. So max tank as much as I can. I'm not gonna risk it. It's not about the DPS I'm doing, it's about endurance. Guidance, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it's the wrong one. I need another sheet extender. I was too early on that one. So sheets are close to being full, which is bueno. Capacitor not so much, it's not moving, which is okay by itself. Waste a minute time, but fine. So it's about the completion of the site. And this one needs to go. Give me an extender. Here we are. So now I have 1350 HP second, and this is the last pocket. Or not last pocket, but last room. Let's hope we're not gonna be disturbed, because this one is critical. At least in the next 10 minutes or 5 minutes, depending. So hopefully I'm not gonna be disturbed. I'm gonna filter by distance. I need to kill all the frigates, not destroyers, frigates. So this need to be taken care of. My range is 47, so I'm gonna start blasting as fast as I can. And every single destroyer, not destroyer, frigate can tackle you, so keep blasting. And they have a neutral. 2 neutrals.
Warp drive active.
The reason I'm popping out is those frigates gonna point you. If they're coming close in like 15 kilometers, you will be pointed and you'll be sitting duck, which I don't like to be. And there's some more coming in. So, who are those guys even? Don't know. Okay, let's take a break and come back when they're good.
Hier seht ihr mal ein
Okay,
Bild
back
des
inside.
angegriffenen Landungsschiffes. Es
Start
ist die
jank at the thing.
USS Tripoli mit rund
Got disturbed
5000 Seeleuten am
5 times in a row, and it's getting very annoying, believe me, because warping in, warping out, warping in, warping out. I managed to loot the freaking Serpentis wreck, and it's like 13 mil inside, nothing else, nothing special, just Serpentis spectrum coating, which is okay, I guess, but it is nothing significant, to be honest. And why I do hate 8 of 10, because it's a single escalation which you have, which will point you. So you're sitting duck over here, and although on the 8 of the destroyers, not destroyers, the frigates are gonna point you, you don't know which one by heart. So you need to kill all of them, and that's a lot of work to do. And pay attention to drones, because like now they're starting to shoot them, and you need to recall them back. Couple more to go, then I am free to warp out whenever I like to. So I'm even not worried about the damage, I'm only worried about the points in the point. Okay, and that might be it what I need to lock. Yeah, it looks like only 5 frigates left, and a couple of them are pointing me, specifically that one.
A module has run out of charges.
I have dropped mobile depot, yes I have, I probably should lock it up just not to forget it. Okay, last one to go, and then there should be no destroyers and no frigates on grid, from what I can tell. And I'm going to start shooting the better cruisers with the missiles and with drones to destroyers. %70% shield. So at this point I will need to take out as many of battle cruisers as I can, as fast as I can, because they do damage and they are really in range. So Guardian Chief is a elite. Elite is kind of nasty. They do the same amount of damage as the battle cruisers, but they are nasty to kill because much more HP. I don't think I can kill it with 3 missiles. I'm gonna need to send my drones in.
Our module has run out of charges.
While I'm on reload, I'm gonna kill it with drones if I can. Okay, looks like there's only elite cruisers left, except those 2 battle cruisers and then destroyers and battleships. Plus stations, which are applying some damage with the turrets. But I can ignore most of things except... So let's go. The elite cruisers next. And destroyers, obviously. So yeah, the tank is holding pretty good. But it isn't. As I predicted. I'm target the wrong target, I would say. So drones still on the destroyers. I want to have them gone because I need to drop the heavy drones, and heavy drones will need some space, some room to work with. Six missiles for the elite. That might be tight. Not gonna kill. Well, what was the 8? No, it was 6.
Our module has run out of charges.
Okay, let's start refitting for more DPS. Tank is holding pretty good. Yeah. Okay, CPU. Also, I'm shooting with the missiles. I don't want to spend too much, so let's get more DPS. I may or may not have stayed with the Scorch. The faction Scorch. Okay, the destroyers are gone. Now I can theoretically switch to the heavies. Stagger's too far away to get with the drones on time. And you high resistance on elites. Cruisers won't do that much damage, so let's keep them close for now. Plus, we are getting aggroed right now again. I mean, that they get targeted, it's not the issue, since the enemy is moving away from my hull to the drones. But then again, I want to have the DPS out on the field and not moving around. I'm gonna reload that point. And let's get my tank. Meanwhile, it should keep me stabilized. Yeah, that one's getting shot again. So yeah, at this point it's kind of wiggling forth and back. The most difficult part is when you get pointed and you don't have enough tank. It's the most disgusting thing we have in this room. But if you come well prepared, you will be fine. Jita DC, no way. Yeah. And I'm back again. Just a seat. Which is weird, but yeah, happens. Well, I'm shooting on the wrong target. As much as I prefer to kill those battleships far away first and then have range in secondary, those drones not gonna kill anything because those are very resistant. So I will need to strip some shit extenders to get more range.
A module has run out of charges.
One drone stays on the elite here. Anyway, okay, so I need range to get rid of those battleships. Where's my script? So, since tank is holding, let's get more damage out. Yeah, can I? No, I need that one. So, close to 1000 DPS. And as soon as I've dealt with those 4 battleships, I'm gonna switch to the prison camp, but then beforehand I should kill the stasis towers. Or should I? Let's see. Nope, I don't need, since I'm gonna just sit here and snipe it. Let's see, how much damage do the sentries do? Not that much. We should be fine. So, since the towers, especially the Serpentis, the prisoner retention or isolation, whatever it's called, structure is damage type locked to thermal. Correctly, let's see, into feed. Yeah, thermal. I can strip most of the defenses, which I don't need, and get more low slots. And the last battleship. I'm gonna ignore the sentries. They're not gonna deal that much damage even if I strip the resistances, let's not. But the battleships need to go.
Our module has run out of charges.
Okay. Let's start fitting again for more DPS. Okay, max reg. And for some reason I'm reloading, which I don't need to do. I also should have, because I need to switch another ammo. And do I have the range for the drones? Oh well, I need to refit. Let's strip another thermal. Or at least activate it. Nope, I need the drone link augmenter. Okay, how are you gonna do it? I'm gonna do it following. Put the CPU in, activate this one. Drones out, yes, send the drones. And I can shut down that one, remove it, drone amplifier in, and missiles out the way. Therefore, I would have 1225 DPS to go against that one. That one is need about, if I recall correctly, 916-ish DPS to kill the structure, so it's pretty much the same as a 9 of 10 structure. And by the way, it's like 816-ish DPS of explosive damage, just to be clear. Am I applying good enough? I mean, yeah, it's slightly getting, in a hole. Yeah, we'll be good. Not as fast as what I predict, but yeah, that's the most time you will do.
Our module has run out of charges.
Hopefully I brought enough explosive missiles in our Fury ones. And I might gonna just need to scoop that one. So I'm barely on the bottom to the range, and I'm gonna just reapproach. It's gonna be fast. On the other hand, I'm sitting here for 20 minutes. Let's see. The missiles, yeah, missiles are hitting. We're good. We're on range. So you could kill the webs to get even closer. But it's not completely necessary, to be honest. Hey, what's going off the server? Is it disconnecting currently? Again? Huh.
Our module has run out of charges. Our module has run out of charges.
Oh yeah, I scooped the freaking operative pawn.
A module has run out of charges.
So either I can fire up a additional sheet extender or a hardener to get more charge rate. Because currently I'm slowly, yes, very slowly dying. I have plenty of time to change that. Okay, that won't work. Then I'm gonna get another kinetic piece, if I may. Yes, you wish. Okay, looks like I'm slowly catching.
A module has run out of charges.
And 3/4 left.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, pretty well about 40% stable. Let's get more DPS if we can.
Our module has run out of charges. Our module has run out of charges. Our module has run out of charges. A 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 module has run out of charges. module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
Yeah. So the full bashing takes about 42 to 42 minutes. And yeah. Scopium over depot, don't forget it. Bookmark the position of the container. Wait till your drones are in. If you haven't picked up any of your Shadow Serpentis wrecks, just walk out anyway to structure or anywhere in space and wait for 2.5 minutes on station.
Warp drive active.
You can try to warp back to the same position, to the same bookmark of escalation. If it pops up, stop your ship immediately. So break the warp and wait like a minute longer. After 2.5 minutes, if you try to warp to the same position of the escalation, there will be no message and you will be warping straight into the position of the wreck or the container itself. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.